Welcome guys, today I have for you a Jones & Shipman 1300U. This machine is wired for 575, but off to the back right here, you might see it in photos, but there's a small transformer that's wired for 220. So you can plug it right into 220 and the machine's ready to go. So this is a universal machine where this top part can swivel for your OD grinding right here, or you could spin it all the way around for our ID spindle right here. For video purposes, it will stay unlocked, but you do need to lock it down when you're ready for grinding, and it will be in the OD grinding position for demonstration purposes. So we do have a couple of buttons right here. Start off with our hydraulic and our e-stop. Then we are going to move on down to our wheel head, then our work head, and our coolant lastly. So start off with our hydraulics. You could go ahead and open up or close this valve to get our table going. And right underneath it, you'll see a little dial indicator from 0 to 10. And that will be your speed for the table. Keep that wide open for you. We'll get the grinding head ready for you. So this button the motor in the back runs both the OD and the ID spindle simultaneously. So it's just one button does the job. And again, whenever you're ready, you can just go ahead and swivel on down for our ID. So we got this working over here off to the side. You can change the speed of it if you want to take a look over here. You could change up the belts so you can get different speed ratios. Obviously you'd have to stop the machine and move the motor around, but that's how you do the adjustments. This machine also does have two forms of grinding. It has the traverse and plunge. So to do plunge grinding, you'll turn off your table, and then with this lever right here, bring it to the up position. Oh, give me 1 second. In the up position, and as you can see, we will be feeding down. Right next to it is going to be the feed knob to determine how much or how little it will feed down, and it will stop all the way down at 0. Just give it 1 second. And there you go. So we're at 0, and then you'd be ready to go ahead and stop everything, remove your part, and grind again. So for the traverse grinding, you'll go ahead and pull this plunger and go all the way down. Well, actually first, if you put this in the middle position, it will free up our hand wheel to go back home. So I'll just open that up just a little bit for our grinding. And then when we're ready, again, pull the plunger, bring it down, and you'll be good to go. So every time that our dogs hit the switch right in the middle, you can see that we'll do a little bit of down feed. This will be our feed knob for our down feed. Push it all the way in, push it all the way out for more or less. And lastly, you can see that our table does tilt. So you can go ahead, loosen up the 2 nuts on both sides, and then you can throw a wrench right here to get our tilt going for you. So this is going to be the same concept. Once it hits down to 0, like it already did, it'll just stop feeding. And that's essentially it. So off to the side, I did mention coolant. This is our coolant tank right here. Nice quiet pump. I have that activated right now. Let's go ahead and turn those off. But got the coolant tank going for you. And then, so another thing about this is we do have different feeds for our in and out. Let's go ahead and stop that. So this is going to be your regular feed. Oh, excuse me. This is going to be regular, but if we pull this middle knob out, we'll have a much more coarser feed, so we could bring the head down to our workpiece quicker. And then On this, you'll see that there's one more hand wheel or one more knurl knob, and that will be for our fine feed. And then off to this hand wheel, it's a little bit different. This also has a fine feed as well. So let's say you're doing grinding very close to our head right here, you'll doing a plunge grind, you'll go ahead and just feed that in ever so slightly. This is our locking and unlocking. This is our locking and unlocking for this, rather. So that's closed. Now I can do that. And if that is open, the hand wheel is free. So that will basically be it. Again, this is going to be the Jones & Shipman 1300 universal grinder, wired for 575, but does come with a 220 volt transformer. Thank you.